All right, guys, it's Saturday night, and I realize that I have not done a lot of these recap videos recently, but I've decided I'm going to do one tonight, right now, after coming back from Tokyo Steakhouse, 18 and a half cocktails in. We're doing this recap because I did get a chance to watch the card, weirdly enough. You'd be surprised, be like, dude, weren't you out there talking to girls? No, dude, I was watching the card for you guys. My autism was running, okay? Couldn't talk to them. Not non-verbal, like bedtime MMA, dude. Non-fucking verbal. Let's get into it, dude. I went 9-3 on the card. Overall record's now like 81-50. Kind of fucking cooked. 9-3 on the card. Here's the thing, dude. I kind of went 10-2 on the card, but I just expected that the judges were going to find a way to give a fight to Ronaldo Rodriguez no matter what. I didn't expect him to get fucking beat up and knocked down a million times in that fight. I didn't expect him to serve his head on a silver platter like a fucking turkey on Thanksgiving. Didn't expect that one. Because he's shit. Ronaldo Rodriguez is shit. Dude, guess what? I'm saying it, dude. I'm not scared tonight. If someone's shit, I'm going to tell you they're shit tonight. Because you don't know who I really am, dude. I'm fucking Batman, bitch. Anyway, Brandon Moreno, Steve Erceg. I picked Steve Erceg. I thought his combinations were going to be the ones that popped off the screen a little bit. I thought his 1-2-3 was going to be the one that jumped off the page a little bit. I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see a lot of people going, dude, Erceg 48-47. The judges were super biased. The commentary was very biased. Erceg didn't win that fight. You all know Erceg didn't win that fight. These significant strikes they're skewed, dude. I feel like a lot of those were peppering jabs that like I fucking eat in training all the time. Dude, all the fucking time. And we're going to get to me in training and Ronaldo Rodriguez in a second because, dude, this guy couldn't take his head off the platter. It's my specialty. All right? It's my fucking specialty. Keep my head right there in the center line to get picked apart. Hey, I got power, man. I'm just kidding. Um, I thought Moreno won round one very clearly. Very, very clearly. Looked great coming out the gate. He rocked Erceg early with a right hand, and I was like, oh my god, dude, there's no way that Moreno's going to fucking knock this dude out, bro. Come on. Because we know Erceg's not getting submission. This guy's a tough guy to grapple. And we saw that because Moreno, like, tried a couple takedowns, just was not getting them. Did not have success. I just thought if this was going to be a boxing fight, it was going to be a little more Steve Erceg's way. Because defensively, he looked really good. I'm sorry, I can't get behind the mask, dude. This is killing me. I have an itch on my eyebrow. This is killing me, man. People forget, man. Steve Erceg, tough guy. Moreno looked good, dude. I'm gonna be real. Moreno looked good. He won the first round. I thought Steve Erceg won round two pretty clearly. Very, very heavy on the volume. Combinations were great. Really had Moreno questioning what was going on there, and had kind of had Moreno like guessing the whole time. He was really guessing, not able to get off a lot of offense. And anytime Moreno would throw something, you'd have Anik go, "Wow, what a big right hand from Moreno!" It was like the first one in 5 minutes. Chill. Round two, this is ridiculous. I'm looking at myself in the mirror with the Batman mask. It looks ridiculous, dude. Like, I could literally save a city right now. 100%. Anyway, round three was a very close round. Very, very close. Round one was clear Moreno. Round two was clear Erceg. In my opinion, was clear Erceg. A lot of people are saying no. I think the judges gave round three to Erceg. I thought Erceg got round three. I thought it was way closer than round two. I thought round two was the one that I was like, Erceg's putting on the pace. Erceg's landing a lot better. Round two goes to Erceg to me. And then round three comes around and they're kind of trading back and forth, and the commentary is going fucking gobbledygook on fucking Brandon Moreno in this one. And I just thought Erceg was doing a better job getting out of the way. Everything Moreno was throwing, it was fucking jab, heavy right hand. And then it was just heavy or straight right hand, heavy left hook. Every follow-up shot, so the right hand would either land or hit the guard. The big left hook would be way out of the way of Steve Erceg. The jab would land, the big overhand would be way out of the way of Steve Erceg. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, Are we fucking crazy? Moreno's missing everything. I can't imagine that this round goes to fucking Moreno. He's literally missing everything. Erceg's just popping him with the jab. Yeah, he's being it's a little bit of a boring fight, right? This wasn't the most entertaining fight. He's popping the jab. He's getting out of the way. But Moreno's not hitting anything. He's hitting the guard and then missing. Whereas like Erceg's like popping light jab, but he's landing the jab. The only thing that's landing is Erceg's jab the whole time as he runs away. So I thought it was 2-1 Erceg going into 4. Round 4, Moreno dominates. Talks to his coaches. They start cutting Erceg off. He starts landing a lot better. He starts throwing different kinds of strikes from different angles. Shovel uppercut a little bit. Starts throwing a little bit more to the body. And Erceg's kind of like doing a really good job defending. But Moreno's actually landing a couple of shots. Nothing crazy, no big amount. But he's landing a couple of shots. And Erceg's just not throwing back. You're seeing he's like, oh, he's measuring. He's getting the opening so that way later in the round he can throw back. And he just like kind of didn't throw back. He was looking like Alex Pereira out there when he fights Magomed Ankalaev and literally no one else. Erceg, he was measuring, he found the openings, and he just decided kind of not to throw, which was weird. And it was also weird to see because Moreno definitely won round 5. Doing a good job of putting the pressure on, landing shots. Erceg, again, not throwing back. And Moreno ends up getting the takedown. But you see here, he lands 95 of 182 total strikes. 89 of 176 significant. Which, like, again, it's a good percentage. But when you look at volume from flyweights, from a guy that is coming off a fight against Amir Albazi, who had, I think he set the strike record at flyweight. 132 of 317. I actually don't think that's a strike record at flyweight. But, like, dude, these guys he was throwing 317 total strikes. 317 significant strikes against Amir Albazi. I don't know how a judge gave a round to Albazi in that fight. That is ridiculous because his name is Albazi and not fucking Albaz. Just saying, not Alba, not Jessica Alba. If it was Jessica Alba, we'd all be watching. Instead, that fucking Canada card sucked balls. But I'll never forget, dude, that fucking Canada card sucked ass. But regardless, Moreno won this fight 3-2. You can give it 4-1. Round 3 could go to Moreno, I guess. I gave it to Erceg because everything I was seeing Moreno throw, big shots that he missed. Big shots that he missed. And here's another thing with Steve Erceg, and we're going to talk about this when we get to matchmaking. Because matchmaking's not coming out tomorrow. It's coming out Monday. I got some painting to do tomorrow. That's why my picks didn't come out on Instagram today, but they were on YouTube, and I went 9-3, and I did a really good job on picks, guys. Come on. But like, Erceg's fighting all killers, dude. Oh. Erceg's fighting literally all killers, man. Like, I'm at the point I'd like to see him get a layup. Right? Fought Pantoja. One of the closer title fights that we've seen outside of Duplessis Strickland of recently. This was closer than Moreno versus Pantoja to me. Moreno versus Pantoja 3. Really 2, because I don't count a fight on tough. But, like, this is one that a lot of people could have scored to Erceg. I actually ultimately scored it to Pantoja. You guys can go look at the receipts. I just think it was 2-2 going into round 3, and Erceg going for a takedown is what led to his ultimate downfall in round 5. But it was a super close fight that a lot of people think Erceg won on damage. They thought he was going 3-1 going into round 5. I personally thought it was 2-2. But a lot of people thought it was 3-1 Erceg. So that's a great fight with the champion. Which, by the way, here's the thing. Any Given Monday podcast. I know you're not watching this, right? I know you're not watching this. But I know you're in that fucking MMA group chat. Listen, buddy. I hit the mats more than you shower. But this is not a Tony Ferguson downfall because he lost a couple. Tony never fought for a title. He fought for an interim belt against Gaethje, got TKO'd. This is a very close fight with Pantoja. Then he fights Carcar France, gets flash knocked out. Ferguson's next fight was against like Oliveira, where he got dominated. Dominated against Oliveira. Erceg got flash knocked out. That's all it was a flash KO. Then he fights Brandon Moreno to a tough, competitive, but clear Moreno decision. kind of like the Dariush fight. I'll give you this is kind of like the Dariush fight. But dude, it's not like he's going to be all of a sudden fighting some fucking guy like Michael Chandler who is going to take a round off of him and then get front kick KO'd. If that's what happened, dude, if Tony Ferguson gets front kick KO'd by Alex Perez, I'm going to fucking lose my mind. I'm sorry, not Tony. I'm sorry. If Steve Erceg gets front kick KO'd by Alex Perez, I'll lose my goddamn mind, dude. I'll literally quit the sport. I'll quit the sport, 100%. Erceg lost. Spent enough time on that. I think Moreno won that pretty clearly, 3-2. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of bombed right now, dude. I'm fucking hammered. We're going to go through this. Manuel Torres KO Drew Dober. This was one of those fights where my prediction was, hey, Manuel Torres is going to beat the shit out of him in round 1, and Drew Dober is going to survive and make it to round 2, and Torres is going to gas out, and Drew Dober from Team Elevation is going to fucking doob his way to round 2. He's going to smoke a doobie on his way into round 2 and fucking KO a tired out Manuel Torres. No. He took a straight 2 right down the pipe, right to the chin, knocked him down, grabs a leg, and Torres just punched him 50 times. He actually punched him 16 times. I'd say a solid 10 were to the side of the head. There was a good 6 that were in the back of the head, but Dober was done. I don't like back of the head punches, but that was one of those fights where it was Dober's grabbing a leg, you're trying to pound away, you're trying to get there. The camera angle's tough, Torres had the finish. Torres got a round 1 KO. That's how you know this fight was going to go. It was going to go Torres round 1 KO, or Dober survives the first round and gets a finish in the second and third round. I'm convinced, dude. There's no way Torres was coming out in round 2 and 3 looking good. No way. I actually really like Manuel Torres. He's the guy. He's one of these guys that you're going to put on the Mexico City cards, you're going to put on Noche, and he's going to give you a fun fight. Win or lose, he's going to give you a fun fight. This guy is a one-round machine. What are we looking at? 6 fights in a row that have been ended in the first round? There's definitely 5. Everything in the UFC, bro. Contender Series, round 1 KO. Frank Camacho on Blachowicz Rakic, round 1 KO. Nicholas Moto, one of the nastiest. I love Nicholas Moto. I'm just going to say that. Nicholas Moto's the GOAT. Round 1 step-in KO with an elbow, one of the nastiest I've seen. Round 1 sub over Chris Duncan, who's been guillotining everybody and their mother lately. Gets KO'd by Bahamondes. Dude, literally everyone except for me gets KO'd by Bahamondes. I'm just going to say it how it is. And then he KOs Drew Dober in round 1. This guy's literally round 1. Look at him. Round 1, 1-1. This guy's a round 1 machine. Dude, what does this guy look like in round 2? Can someone tell me? Look at this. 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1 decision split against Enrique Gonzalez, who I'm picturing to look like a Jose Medina type guy. I'm just going to say it, dude. We're going to get to Jose Medina in a second. But, this is how I picture. If he gets to a split decision, it's one of those guys that, smiles at you oh, my tummy, my belly, brother. I don't fucking know, man. It's one of those fat guys that's I'm so tough as shit, man. I smile at you, man. I smile at you, brother. I don't know, dude. I'm going to get into some fucking shit that's going to get me canceled on YouTube with my fucking... Come on. I'm not getting canceled, guys. They're not looking for me, dude. If you want bad shit to cancel, go look at MMA. Anyway, all round 1 except for this one random split decision. I have no idea what's going to happen if it gets to round 2, dude. You know what it is for Manuel Torres? It's time for the McKinney fight. Guaranteed no round 2. Who's going to die? Moving on, Edgar Chairez versus CJ Vergara. Dude, I told you guys. I thought he was going to land a KO. He actually got a sub. Dude, I told you guys. He's going to go in there and he's going to fucking send the 1-2s down the pipe. He's going to throw good low kicks and he's going to get a KO. What does he do? Gets a sub. Rear naked choke. Schooled ya. I bet you thought he was getting a KO and he got a rear naked choke. Told you. His submissions are good. I told you guys his submissions are good, dude. Because he almost subbed Taylor a couple times with a guillotine. But this was one of those things where he just looked so much bigger than Vergara in the cage. Vergara was landing low kicks and completely afraid to engage with the hands. Chairez was more than willing to box with them. Was able to he tried to get off a couple of kicks, but he knew he was having success in the boxing. Gets to a point where he gets to the back and gets a rear naked choke. Great submission from Edgar Chairez. Might need to change the Band-Aid in a little bit later. While I was doing that blue collar work, dude, cut up my finger, dude, because I'm fucking Chad like that. But yeah, I mean, Chairez is so much better than CJ Vergara. Dude, I think Chairez is a very, very good flyweight. Like, you look at his record, like, he went to a close decision, kind of, with Tetsuya Taira. He lost, clearly, but he almost had Taira subbed a couple times on short notice. Then he has a great fight with Joshua Van where he almost knocks him out, ends up losing the decision. Submits Daniel Lacerda twice, who Daniel Lacerda is just garbage, dude. I don't want to fucking say that. I don't want to say that because, like, Daniel Lacerda is better than me. Even if he's a flyweight and I'm a fucking heavyweight. Light heavyweight. I'm a light heavyweight. Come on, guys. He subbed him twice. This was a sub, obviously. This was him fucking subbing him and then Lacerda not tapping, going out, but the ref stopped the fight and then goes, oh my god, he wasn't fully asleep. Let's just call it a no contest. That was stupid. Chairez is great. Chairez is a very, very good fighter. I expect him to be in the rankings in the UFC within the next 2 fights. I think he finds a way to beat a Charles Johnson. I'm going to be real. I think he's got enough pop, and he's big enough to be like, let me compete with Charles Johnson. That might be the fight. I don't want to give Chairez this lineup of murderers, though. Maybe we get him another win, and then he gets the Charles Johnson test, the top 15 test. Maybe give him the fucking Dvorak fight that Dvorak hasn't taken in fucking 4 years. Since Erceg beat his ass. Oh, why did I pick Erceg? I knew that's how the fight was going to go. I just thought Erceg was going to do better. I thought he was going to land the better shots, and he didn't. Moving on, Raul Rosas. What can I say, man? This is the Raul Rosas we've come to expect. Nothing crazy, nothing fun. Very, very good grappler. Very, very good control. Gonna have moments where it gets close because he engages in the grappling like crazy. He's very confident in his grappling. He's gonna almost get subbed a couple times, and Vince Morales almost subbed him twice. But Rosas is stronger. He had the better control. Didn't land shit for balls for strikes, and won a 29-28 decision. Do I think he won the 29-28 decision? Yes. I think it was the correct decision, 29-28. I just think they gave him a Vince Morales knowing, like, hey, man, this guy's got some dangerous submissions, but you can control him because he's going to go for submissions and not try and get back to his feet. And that's what happened here. Raul Rosas is going to be Chase Hooper 2.0, dude. I'm telling you, man. It's going to be one of these ones where, like, he scathes by. Dude, let's do this together. I swear, type it into Tapology is like drunk driving. What do you guys see right now? All right, you guys see this. Okay. He's in the UFC for here. Ground and pound win over fucking Daniel Timur. I'm pretty sure that Raul Rosas, when he came to the UFC, his first fight, he lost to Chris Rodriguez. No, he subbed Jay Perrin. He got a round 1 win over Jay Perrin. Chase Hooper was taking a 30% off sale at Sephora. I'm telling you, like, he was doing it. Ground and pound round 1 win. So round 1 win. Then Chase Hooper loses a decision to Alex Caceres. What happens? Raul Rosas loses a decision to Christian Rodriguez. Come on. Then he heel hooks Peter Barrett in round 3. What happens to Raul Rosas? Gets a KO over Terrence Mitchell in round 1. Okay, maybe it's not the same thing, but they kind of gave tough people to Chase Hooper. You know what I mean? Like Steven Peterson's, he's a tricky vet, man. People forget, man. He has the Superman symbol over his chest. Gets the Steve Garcia test, a guy that's literally going to be in the rankings. Like, Raul Rosas is not getting a guy that's going to be in the rankings unless he was fighting like a Cameron Simon. Like, Tercios will never... These guys will never see the rankings. Fiore, Levitt. These are grappling tournaments where he's going with it Aljo to a split. Like, Raul Rosas for MMA, man, like, he's gonna have one of these careers, man, where he fucking sucks ass. Like, he sucks to watch, wins a decision barely. You're looking at him like, at some point, we're gonna take the underdog money. At some point, he's gonna turn the Jets on and just randomly beat people. And when I say beat people, I mean, like, you're gonna be like, oh my god, Raul Rosas just got paired with fucking, who's in the fucking bantamweight rankings? Someone that, like, you're gonna look at him and be like, dude, there's no way Raul Rosas beats Hani Barcelos. No, Hani Barcelos versus Raul Rosas, no way, and Rosas just dominates him. Batman. Anyway, we're moving on. David Martinez versus Simon Oliveira. Like, I didn't tell you this is going to happen. It was a David Martinez round 1 KO. He's way better than Simon Oliveira. Simon Oliveira is a predominantly grappler. If he strikes, he'll try and stay on the outside a lot, avoid any danger. I don't want to say he's not the most durable, but he's like, it's kind of not. He's a submission specialist going against a guy that the UFC is trying to promote in David Martinez, that they know can get knockouts, get good wins, build hype. They put him in Mexico City for a reason, man. David Martinez gets a round 1 knockout, just like I told you. It's just one of these fights that I look at you and I say, listen, he's minus 950. Trust me, he's going to win this fight. And that minus 950, I know you should be like, dude, wait a minute, minus 950. We've seen underdogs win in those situations. I get it, dude, I get it. But David Martinez got a great win. Really, really good win. He knocked him out. Like, that, how can you fucking be upset about that? He knocked him out. It's really not that crazy. Fucking monster. Dave Martinez, round 1 knockout. We're going to get through this, dude. What am I doing? My bad, man. Kevin Borjas, Ronaldo Rodriguez. The last one we're going to talk in crazy depth about. When I say crazy depth, I mean there's not much depth to Ronaldo Rodriguez other than the fact that he's not that good. Guys, he's not that good. I told you he's not that fucking good, bro. He's me in sparring. He's me in sparring. His head just stays there. Like, he can land, and when he lands, you're like, whoa. But he's not good. That's me in sparring, dude. It's literally me in sparring. Oh, God. Dude, what did I say about this fight? I said Borjas was going to beat his ass, win, and the judges are going to take it away from Borjas. Apparently, the judges were playing fair tonight. For the first time in UFC history, the judges had the decisions right tonight. Except for one judge in the Markel Medeiros fight. We'll get to that. But Ronaldo Rodriguez lost. I thought he lost all 3 rounds. They said, and also, they tried to cheat him. They go 1 knockdown for Borjas. He got 2 in the first round. Then he threw a knee to the body, and Ronaldo Rodriguez went down trying to, like, grapple. The only thing Ronaldo Rodriguez could do was throw a fucking outside low kick. Like a little bitch. Anytime it came to the boxing, Borjas beat his ass. And it was like, Ronaldo Rodriguez's head was served on a silver platter. He would stand there and he would stare at Borjas and he'd go, ooh, ooh, ooh. The punches would come and he'd go, and he'd land the 2. The 2 was right there. Even if he slipped the jab a little bit, he would never move for the right hand. And the right hand found it. He knocked him down twice in the first round. Straight right hands both times. And he beat his fucking dick in. Kevin Borjas, you're a goddamn boss. I love Kevin Borjas, bro. I said he's criminally underrated. He's fought incredibly great talent to this point. And this guy landed 72 of 129 to the head. 83 of 141 significant, 84 of 142. Total. Jesus hiccups. We're going to have to cut this video short. Ronaldo Rodriguez. Borjas was going to be given the... I expected this to go to the decision. I didn't think Borjas was going to be given the benefit of the doubt to get the decision. And they gave him the decision. They didn't fucking rob him. I'm so shocked. Like, because he could have gotten a fucking 10-8 in the first round. Because he knocked him down twice. Arguable 10-8 in the first round. But he wasn't close to, like, totally being knocked out. You know what I mean? So, Ronaldo Rodriguez gets the win. I'm sorry. Kevin Borjas gets the win. Looks great. He's a hoss. Dude, he's literally a hoss. I don't like. I literally don't even know what else to say. Anyway, let's get to the end of this. Ateba Gaudier, hoss. Like Ateba Gaudier, literally a fucking hoss, dude. This guy's literally non-verbal hoss. Round one KO over Jose Medina. I picked round one KO. I think I picked round one KO. I picked KO. Just saying, like, if he doesn't KO Medina in the first round, Medina's just gonna out cardio him randomly. Medina just looked like exactly like Medina is, where he's like, dude, let me fucking smile and emote on you the whole time while you beat the shit out of me the whole time because I'm fat and out of shape and somehow in the UFC because I've been nice. No reason this guy should be in the UFC. I train with guys that are literally way more talented than him. It's ridiculous that this guy's in the UFC. He's fat, he's out of shape, he smiles. He smiles at Jose Medina, waves him on, and then gets fucking knee knocked out like a pussy, dude. Here I am calling this guy a pussy as I sit in my fucking Batman mask on my own fucking chair in my room next to a monitor that I use to game and play classic campaigns like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original COD 4, and maybe I'll go to World of War after that because I'm based like that. Ateba Gaudier knocked his ass out. Is what it is. Tebe Gaudier, Mini Ngannou, Jose Medina, the literally prime opponent to get fucking put up against this guy. He's shit. Is what it is. Moving on. Melquizel Costa versus Christian Rodriguez. I thought Melquizel won rounds 1 and 2 very clearly. Round 1 was pretty close. A lot of clinching against the fence, back and forth. Christian Rodriguez was able to get some foot sweep takedowns, and they were working like a charm consistently. It says 6 of 15, but like he got Melquizel da Costa to the ground like 8 or 9 times. It's just Costa popped up quick enough. But yeah, I thought round 1 was very, very close. Christian Rodriguez almost had the Darce choke, and it's like, oh, Rodriguez has the round, and then they get to the last couple seconds, and Melquizel Costa lands a nasty knee that splits Christian Rodriguez open. I give Melquizel the round 1. Round 2, Melquizel pretty much beats him up. Gets to the point where he gets some control in the grappling, looking really good, lands a really good knee himself to get Christian Rodriguez almost to the ground. It's not a knockdown, but it's a really, really good moment. He wins round 2 very clearly to me, and then round 3, Christian Rodriguez pretty much dominated in the grappling, but it was one of those that people forget, man. Christian Rodriguez, the best fighter ever against undefeated prospects. Melquizel Costa, too big, too rangy, too many losses on his record for Christian Rodriguez to actually beat. So I told you that, and I was right. Melquizel Costa was going to win 29-28 decision. He won it. Moving on, Luby Godinez versus Julia Pilastri. I want to give a shout out to women's MMA. I really do. They're holding it down. They're fucking holding it down. Women's MMA is so much fun right now. You go to the past couple of cards, women's MMA is holding it down. This is one of the most fun fights of the night. Luby Godinez dominantly wins rounds 1 and 2. Uses her grappling. It's honestly, in the first 2 rounds, it's like, not the greatest, right? It's alright. Round 3 was fucking awesome. These Julia Pilastri, hands down, just like, I'll fucking take anything you'll give. And I'm sitting there like, I'll give you whatever you want, babe. Luby Godinez is like, dude, we're in a fight. Stop gooning in the corner. I'm like, babe, I can't. It's just a nonstop back and forth between me, Julia Pilastri, Luby Godinez. We're wondering which one of us is going to shoot first. It was me. It was me, dude. I'll cop out to it. It was me, guys. Pilastri was tough as nails. Going at it. I respect. All I can talk about in this fight is gooning. They're both pretty cute. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. People forget, man. We're men watching MMA. And I don't have anything to say, man. Luby Godinez won the first 2 rounds, clearly. Round 3, these women just fucking decided to put their hands down and just fucking swing it out. Honestly, sick moment. One of the more fun rounds of the entire card. I think it was the most fun round of the entire card was round 3. They were going nuts. Luby Godinez gets back in the win column. Julia Pilastri, she's on the Goon Wall of Fame. Like, it is what it is. We're moving on. Rafa Garcia, I thought, beat Vic Pichel 2-1. Thought he won round 1. Thought he lost round 2. Thought he won round 3. It was close though. DC was glazing fucking Vic Bichelle the whole time because he was just pretending like, dude, 42? Man, I'm 46, 48. Maybe I get back into this. Like, realistically, if DC got back into the heavyweight division, let's do this right now. This honestly might be a good, like, actual video idea during the week. Let me know if you like this. Pick 5 old-time fighters and see if they would do well in their current divisions in the UFC. Dude, DC would literally be the number 2 ranked heavyweight. 46-year-old DC would beat the brakes off of Kennedy and Zechnikou, Dallas and Teixeira, Mick Parkin. He'd literally absolutely outpork the shit out of Mick Parkin. The problem is DC has to cut back to 265. He has to cut 107 pounds just to get to 265. DC's so fat, dude. He's so fat. Shamil Gaziev, okay. Might be a tricky one here for him. Like, I don't know if he can outblob Shamil, but like he beats Waldo, he beats Ty, he beats Tybura, he beats Lewis. I don't know why I circled Derek Lewis and said Marcin Tybura. They're the same guy, same skin color, everything. Sergey Spivak he beats. Honestly, he probably outsprawls and chins Jelton Almeida. I think Blades could beat him. I think just age would be enough for Blades to beat him. I think Sergey could chin him, but realistically, like, I think DC could feint enough where he could get big punches out of Sergey, where Sergey's like, I don't know when to punch, brother. Ra ra Rasputin, lava the Russian king. And as he's singing and dancing to that, DC shoots a double leg and gets him down. I think he beats Volkov. I think he destroys Gane. And I think Aspinall chins him. And I think Jones probably wins, even though like he wins by fucking taking off the towel in the locker room because you know Jones is like that. Anyway, I picked Jamal Emmers by round 1 KO. He destroyed Gabriel Miranda by round 1 KO. I mean, I'm sitting here making fun of Ronaldo Rodriguez's head on a platter, talking about, hey, Gabriel Miranda, happy fucking Thanksgiving, buddy. It's turkey on a serving spoon. Anyway, Jamal Emmers, round 1 KO, clear right hand. Shout out Octagon Oracle. He literally said right hand KO. Nailed it. And then Markel Medeiros versus Austin Hubbard. Listen, this is a Markel Medeiros fight. He won. Won based off of damage. That's how fights are scored. Austin Hubbard, if he landed ground and pound, you give him the round. You give him round 3. But you can't give him round 3 when he just literally takes down Medeiros and he dead fishes on the ground. Can't do it. Went 9-3 on the card. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'm fucking absolutely bombed in the making of this right now, dude. Not gonna lie. But I wanted to get a recap video out to you. I got to do a lot of painting and a lot of housework tomorrow. So I'm going to get this out to you now.